you didn't sign for 13.5 gazillion dollars, like, like reported everybody else has. Why? And you sacrificed, as you willingly sacrificed the traditional pathway of professional golf to get to the PGA Tour and to get into majors. Why did you choose LIV? You were the first college kid to do so. Why did you do it?
No, yeah, it was pretty simple for me. I thought I had a pretty good amateur career, and I just never had as many opportunities as other guys to play against the pros when I was an amateur, right? And then LIV started, and they offered me that pathway just to compete against the best players in the world. So for me, it wasn't that much about the money or choosing one tour or the other one. It was more about competing against the best and just learning that experience. And if I would have followed the other route, like maybe I would be somewhere in today. But I knew I had to start competing against maybe not the best players in the world, obviously against very good players, but maybe not the best in the world. So I just did it for that experience, for myself, just to know how good or bad, or if I was good enough or not, just to compete against these guys. And I mean, I'm glad I made that decision, because it just showed me obviously how good these guys are, but as well that I have a chance to compete against them.
In terms of the experience of joining LIV and then getting into Torquay and playing, with Joaquin and all your other teammates on Torquay last time, how much of an impact was that on your career, being able to have those teammates around you versus perhaps, like Jerry said, the traditional way of going through, maybe Q school, the PGA Tour, where it's very much a lonelier environment, I guess.
No, yeah, it was great to have the Torquay team with me. It was a kind of similar vibe as what we have in college. So leaving college and kind of leaving my teammates a little bit, obviously. But finding three other teammates alongside myself, I felt pretty good. I felt I was supposed to be there, and I felt great. And they obviously are good friends, and they took good care of me, and I learned a lot with them. And I hope they just learn a little bit more with having myself there as well.
I'm sure they have. Now I got to ask you, you're saying Torca. Is that a dialect difference between you and Waco? Because Waco is mandating we call it Torque, and you're saying Torca. Or are you that Americanized now?
Torque, yeah. I say Torque. Maybe they say Torque. I don't know. Maybe just the Spanish is a little different than the Chilean Spanish, whatever they speak, right? But
yeah,
Torque.
But
I say Torque.
You're no longer a member of Torque. You are now Fireballs with Sergio. You were part of the first ever trade in professional golf history, as it turns out. To the best of my knowledge, certainly LIV history. How did that trade come down? How did you find out about it? Were you happy about it? Was it a tough pill for you to swallow, or did you have input?
No, I mean, I expected it a little bit, just because obviously Carlos Ortiz is very close with the
Seb.
Torque guys. They I know they travel a lot when they were playing on tour before, and traveling together and sharing coaches and stuff, right? So that, I think the trade made sense. And obviously for me, just going to Sergio's team was, pretty much a dream come true. Because when I grew up, obviously John was still a little young, right? And I never had the chance of kind of seeing Sevi and Chema Olazabal. So Sergio was the, kind of the Spanish hero in Spain, when I was young. So seeing him winning the Masters and everything he accomplished, just joining his team was surreal. And obviously it was a very exciting moment.